Number next, I'm Matt.
I'm Amy.
Welcome to the show. Tonight, we're going to talk about does building customer loyalty actually help you get more business? And I think it does. And I have an example. But first, I want to tell you about this week's Sawdust Spotlight.
Tell me about it.
I'm going to tell you about it. I lost it.
Uh-oh.
Tonight, this week's Sawdust Spotlight goes out to Vidrine Custom Creations. Check that out. He says it's a big step up from making cutting boards and keepsake boxes to this custom dog kennel. I'm a fan of these dog kennels. They are very sharp. And that was a really good job on that one.
I like the names.
Yep, Dixie and Duke. And I like the contrasting colors. I think it's really pretty. It's a really good job. Uh-oh. What button do I push? I forgot.
What have you done?
Default view. That's it. Speaking of pushing buttons.
Oh, Lord.
You may notice the backdrop's a little different, and that's because we're changing it. But all the changes aren't here yet because we've ordered some stuff that will go on the wall. That'll kind of make it look different. And so, getting a phone call. And so we're going to have that put up. And then, but we got the new light in. And when we got the new light in, tell them what happened.
Yeah, he started pushing buttons. And then he broke the light. The light started flashing like an emergency flashing. He couldn't make it stop. We unplugged, replugged.
Like
it just kept going. I was trying to read the book. We were doing the auto reset, everything, and it would not stop. So, yeah.
Yep.
So, you are not streaming to Facebook, by the way.
Oh, well, I don't know what happened.
So, I'm trying to...
Can you hit the refresh button, maybe? Can you power it off and back on and see if that works?
Maybe you just need to start hitting buttons. Oh, wait.
Yes.
No. There we go.
So I plugged it in and pushed it's got like 4 buttons on it. So I started pushing the buttons and it started doing this weird stuff and I couldn't get an hour.
Okay, we're on there now.
I was messing with it. I couldn't get it to fix. And I was like, what is going on with this thing? Finally, I don't know what I did, but I pushed some more buttons. One of the 4 buttons or a combination of those 4 and it's put that color up there and that's what we got. So that's here. So that's why it's different back there. You see the live edge signs kind of move this way. We got some tweaking to do. So maybe next week.
Yeah, so it's going to look a little odd in here, but we're trying, y'all.
Yep,
we're trying to change it up just a little bit. So, I got a space in the studio now.
She does. She got her own little corner of the world over there.
I do.
Right behind you.
I do. Can't see it. Yep.
She's got really her own little desk, and then she's got some file storage stuff on the wall.
You almost broke my desk today.
Almost broke the desk hanging another file storage thing with a piece of leopard wood. But it wasn't broke. Nothing was hurt. So as long as we don't wake up tomorrow and the whole thing's cracked, we're good. Right? We're good. Yeah, we're good. What I thought. So the topic of the show is building customer loyalty to help build your business. And the reason, so I asked our moderators for suggestions on topics, and Miss Stephanie come up with part of it, and then we come up with the other part. And what happened is we bought this light from Sweetwater. If you've never heard of Sweetwater, they sell lighting and sound equipment and stuff like that. So I searched around for a light, and we bought some backdrops called stage skins, which will be behind us. Well, on their website, they recommend Sweetwater, or in one of their videos, there was a link to Sweetwater that had this light bar. I've been looking for a light bar that will put a wash behind us, a light wash behind us, and that's what that light. I've been looking for that bar, and they had it.
Kind of say that like Loretta Lynn.
Wash.
Wash.
We slept because we was tired.
I love Loretta Lynn. Sorry.
So the moral of the story is when I ordered the light, the next day I get a phone call from an unknown number. I usually don't answer those, but to this day I answered it, and it says, "Hey, my name's Brian with Sweetwater. I just want to let you know that your package is on the truck and is being shipped to you. It'll be there such day." And he said, basically, they do things a little different. And he said, when you order from us, we take care of you. I'm personally assigned to you. So if you need anything from us, you just let me know. If you have any questions about any products we sell, or if you need help or guidance with anything, I almost called him yesterday and asked him about this light. And so it was kind of, it really, I don't know. I thought that was just over the top. You usually don't get that kind of stuff, especially from a company of their size. They're a pretty good sized company. So I thought that was extremely interesting. And of course, it sold me right away. I have no other dealings with them other than I bought that one light. And I thought it was just extremely.
But not only that, when it came in,
there was a package of candy in there.
And the name of their company
Sweetwater.
is Sweetwater.
So it's going that extra mile for your customer. And so we've been talking about upping our game before over the last few weeks about our packaging of our physical products and then stuff that's included with that to just give it that extra something when your customer receives that. And that can mean a whole lot of things in your business. If you're making cutting boards, give them a can of board butter, follow up with them, make sure everything's good, maybe a week later or the next day or however you want to do that. But schedule a time and make a point to actually follow up with them. And I think that'll actually start building some brand loyalty to your customers in your area or if you're online. Yeah.
What?
I was finishing up.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were looking over here at something. If you haven't already, make sure you drop those states and we will give you a shout out later. And I'm actually using my handy dandy little printout this time, y'all. Yeah. Look, I have a printout.
Sent to us by Mr. Bolton.
Yes.
Thank you.
Look, I have a printout this time. I'm all fancy and stuff with a whole bunch of places around the world that I cannot pronounce, but that's right. Okay.
Make sure you drop either your country or your state if you're in the U.S. and that would be awesome. She'll record it. And Germany is in there. Did you get Germany? I just saw it.
Really?
Yep.
I haven't made it there yet.
George Adair says, I'm going to jump right in here and wonder if there's a way to join the channel. Any other monthly. Also for the missus, the last name is pronounced like putting air in the tire. Adair. Add air. Add air.
Add air?
Yep. So,
I've never heard it pronounced that way. That's funny.
YouTube sets those rules on channel membership. We have a Patreon also that can be one time or monthly, however you want to set that up.
Hey, Miss Cassandra. Sorry.
About what?
I was just saying hi to Miss Cassandra. Sorry.
Yeah, Jason Garrett says customer service is very important. I was extremely impressed with how Sweetwater handled things because I've never had a company, and we order as a business. If you're in business and you order tools, sometimes you order something that costs a lot, and when it comes in, it's like it's really nothing. It's like it's just a transaction to them. They got your money, and now they're good. And just for me, like this light wasn't that expensive, y'all. It's just maybe what $200. I mean, it's expensive for a light, but it does a whole bunch of stuff that probably never used. But anyway, it's as far as their product line goes, it wasn't a high end product. They sell equipment in the thousands of dollars. This was probably a low end sale, one item, but they treated it just like I had ordered a whole stage kit worth of lighting, and it was just.
They didn't treat you like you were just one item order.
Yeah. Well, they treated you like you were a VIP,
So I order from Overstock. Overstock is like.
It's her Amazon because I ordered like that from Amazon.
Yeah. Overstock. I love to order from Overstock. So much so I'm a Club O member. And if you're not a Club O member, you need to be one. But I get credits and I order stuff for them constantly. And they offer that kind of customer service to where if you are dissatisfied with anything, you can do the immediate customer chat and they will do whatever they have to immediately to try to rectify the situation right then, whether it's resending something right then or giving you an immediate refund and telling you to hold it for a few days or whatever they have to do. That to me as a buyer is what makes me keep coming back, even if I buy 5 things in a row that I feel like are crappy products and you tell me you're like, stop buying from Overstock. I mean, I get a lot of good stuff from Overstock too, but if I have 5 things in a row that I'm not happy with, I keep going back there because their customer service is good.
Customer service is king.
Their customer service is so great. Their products are great too. You do run through moments where you get bad products. We went through 2 different mirrors. One of them was so bad.
One of them never got delivered because it was broken.
Whenever the delivery company or UPS, whenever they picked up the box to bring it to us, when they picked it up, they could hear that it was completely broken. Didn't even bring it to our house. Came to us and said, hey man, we were going to bring the box to you, but we could tell it was broken. We just went ahead and shipped it back. I immediately got onto the online customer service, chatted. They said, oh, we'll ship you out another one today. Shipped out another one. I mean, it just keeps
you coming back. Well, it's like, so we sell physical products on the store, and so I've had 2 out of all the mallet templates I've sold. I've had 2 that ended up showing up broken. Somehow they got broken in transit or whatever. And first thing I do is they'll email and say, hey, this showed up broken. What do I need to do? And I'm like, I got you. It's coming. Another one's coming. Because the customer shouldn't have to worry about dealing with UPS or USPS or any of that stuff. That's not they bought a product from you, so they shouldn't have to deal with it. And that's the same thing if you're shipping your products. When I was shipping stove covers, I had that happen quite often. Those things got broke a lot because they were so big. And I was learning how to package things, and it was really hard to package those things properly where they wouldn't get dropped and damaged when they got dropped. So we had a few of those where I would have to file the insurance claim, but the first thing I did was remake them a stove cover. I'm like, here it comes. It'll be there in a week. And so you always kind of put those at the forefront. Thank you, Damon.
Customer service. I've heard a lot of people say that word of mouth is the most important customer service, or advertising you can have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Customer service is how you get that.
Yeah, I mean, that's like I'm sitting here telling you guys about Sweetwater, and all they did was call me, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't just that he called me; it was that he took. I think we was on the phone 7 or 8 minutes, but he asked me about the business, what I was going to be using the lights for, if there was anything else that I needed to know about the light before it got here. Would let me know the delivery date expected. Let me know that I told him I had a channel. He's like, hey, I'm going to go check that out and see what you got going on. And I told him we was doing a live stream. That's why we wanted the light. But he took some time to get kind of to know why I was wanting the product. And if you did that with woodwork, that's when it clicked. I was like, if I did that if I was selling cutting boards or whatever, and I asked the customer, what are you going to do with this? If I didn't know, what type of products would you be looking for to go with this? Like that could ideate some stuff that would spin off of that you could start making. I just thought it was interesting.
So Becca says 100% service brings good experiences, which trigger word of mouth. But you also have to be careful of the opposite of that.
Yeah.
If you offer bad customer service, that triggers negative word of mouth, which is super powerful.
Case in point, we're still looking for Chris.
Domino's.
We ordered a pizza from Domino's.
And I'm not, I do not mind saying it. We're on Facebook in Monticello, Arkansas. There's only one Domino's in Monticello, Arkansas. And they have the worst customer service I think
it's not good.
Ever experienced in my life. We placed an order and it said that they were out for delivery. An hour later, it said it had been delivered. And I looked on our porch. It was raining horribly that night, really, really bad. So I looked out on the porch and it was not there. And so all I wanted to do was to make sure that it was not sitting in the rain somewhere. So I called the store. They picked up the phone and I said, hey, just, had an online order. Just wanted to make sure that it was not delivered online. It says it has. They hung up on me. I called. They have caller ID. I know that because I know the old manager that used to be there. So I called back. They picked the phone up and they set it down. A couple minutes later, they hung it up. I could hear them working. So I called again. They literally picked it up, then hung up.
This went on for a while, y'all.
I called. They picked it up and hung up. And they did it over and over and over and over and over. They would not speak. They would just pick it up and hang it up, pick it up and hang it up, pick it up and hang it up. So I got in my car in the pouring down rain and I was madder than
a wet hornet.
Whoo! I was mad. They had a note on the door saying that you could not come inside the building because of, COVID and all this kind of stuff. But they had their door unlocked by accident and I went in. They asked me to leave and I said no. And so I demanded a refund and I got a refund. And I posted on Facebook that Chris was missing and that we all needed to look for Chris. And people started commenting saying that the Domino's here had the worst customer service ever. And that this kind of thing had been happening to them. Negative word of mouth is powerful. Mm-hmm. It's so powerful. Domino's, if you're listening, you have horrible customer service in Monticello.
They emailed us, actually.
It's horrible.
It's like, hey, we heard about what happened. I'm like, I don't know how they heard. I guess I tagged them on Instagram. I'm like, hey, you can check out the story.
It's horrible. But you can't do that to people.
That can really damage your business, especially in a smaller area when word gets around so much. So if you can actually go the extra mile to add the little extra nicety stuff, that will help your customer service.
Don't do that to your customers. Yeah. Make your customers feel like they're important.
VIP?
Had they just picked up the phone and said, we're really busy and they haven't delivered it. The app just shows that so that we can keep our track. I'd have said, okay, and we would have waited. I would not have minded at all. It would have been cold. I would not have cared. Would not have cared. But they were hanging up. Don't ever make your customer feel like that. That's what was so horrible. It was horrible. And you can't do that to people.
Yep. Clark says, Matt, I find customer loyalty increased with great packaging.
Georgia Peaches.
We actually haven't bought any custom packaging yet, Clark, because we're looking at pricing. We've looked at Pack Lane. There's a couple other places out there, but the cost per package is exorbitantly high. And what I don't want to do is raise the price on our product too much. Because if we're selling 1 can of board butter for $7.99 and the package costs $2.60 just to ship it, and actually it was going to be like $3.10 per box if we bought 500 boxes or something crazy.
Yeah, it
was really, really high for a custom box, basically to have a print on it. Right now, we got some black padded envelopes, but we put some.
We really are
inside.
doing a lot of work on trying to
just get better at that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It just takes time to research it and find what products are going to work for us and at the price point. That
I wish that we could show you guys everything that we've been working on that. You know, I know we've told you we've got stuff in the works. You guys are going to love it when we do.
Lord willing.
It's Lord willing. It's just going to take so long to get all this stuff done, but we really are working really hard at trying to bring this stuff to you guys and to give you guys an experience from 731.
On your custom packaging, so we're selling a $8 can of board butter. If it's a cutting board that's 150, 175, 200, whatever you're getting for your cutting boards, then you could probably you could easily integrate a $3 box into your product packaging and it'd be okay, because you could absorb that cost a little bit. When it's a lower cost item, it's harder to absorb that cost. That's what I'm getting at.
We do get stickers from Sticker Mule.
Yep, Sticker Mule.
And we've talked about possibly doing that instead of doing the custom box, but
it's not the same.
It's different what we're talking about.
It's not the same. We got small stickers that I try to include in every order. I'm running low, but we try to put one of those in every physical order, and then I get stuff from suppliers or tool companies and stuff, that little extra swag, and I'll usually throw some of that stuff in if we have it, stuff like that.
George Mendoza says that in high school he did silk screening.
Oh, that's cool.
Make your own design, do a screen, a plain box. We thought about, there's some kind of stamp thing that you can get where you can stamp a box.
Yeah.
We looked at that. So we are
screen
trying to...
print would probably be... I don't know how that works, though.
We are trying to look into other things, though. We are trying to do that so that we can still bring the same thing. We just don't want to have to increase prices, because that wouldn't be fair to you guys. So we're trying to... Yeah.
George Beach in the house.
4321 says, have you looked at the mailers from Sticker Mule that maybe you could put the black package into so it's branded?
Yeah, I have, and I think their pricing is pretty high too, from what I remember. I ordered some of their packing tape that has our logo on it. You basically dampen it and put it on a box. I've used that a few times. It doesn't work well for me for the stuff I'm selling. So
Mr. Sounds says, love the reassurance from you, Matt. Lord willing. Yeah, we say that about everything.
Yeah. Lord willing and the creek don't rise.
Lord willing and the creek don't rise. That's what they've always said around here. Martin on Facebook says good customer service is so very important. Even if you don't have the right product or exactly what the customer wants, if you have good customer service, that will bring people back. We should treat others how we want to be treated.
That's right.
Somebody said, I don't know where it went, good customer service will get you 10 customers. Bad customer service will make you lose 20.
That's true.
I don't know who said that on here, but it was somewhere on here. It said that bad customer service spreads faster than good. Negative spreads faster, and it's always that way.
Yeah.
And
it's like, so I'm not one to relieve reviews really on stuff I get on Amazon or whatever. But you'll see some, there'll be a product that has 3,000 reviews, 5-star or 4.5-star reviews. Well, I'll get it and it's fine. I never even think about leaving a review. Every now and then I will. And but if I get something that's like really bad, so I give you a big fat for instance. So I ordered a couple of years ago when all the pandemic stuff was going on, I ordered some gym equipment from a little home gym, right? Everything come in, everything was fine except the weight plates. I was very disappointed in those. They look like trash.
They did.
And they're still out there, and they're out there. I use them. I don't like them. I won't replace them because it's just a weight plate. I want the Rogue deep dishes, whatever. But anyway, so those look like trash. And so I left a bad review on there. They wouldn't post it. And then I started looking around all the gym suppliers, all of them. None of them post their bad reviews. If you go look, if you're into gym equipment, go look at any of their websites. There is 0, 1, 2, or 3 star reviews. They're all 4 and 5 star. So in other words, if you leave a 1, 2, or 3, it never gets posted.
I left a review on a trash can the other day. Never thought I would do that, but I did. Hilarious. It was wonderful. And speaking of reviews, it was a good review though. Total tangent alert. If you're in a bad mood and you just need a laugh, go to Amazon. Oh, don't do it. Look up sugar-free Haribo gummy bears. Read those reviews. Come back and thank me later. Riv, go read them. That's right up your alley. No, don't tell Riv. No, Missy's trying to recover. Don't do that. Riv, don't do that. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. Oh my goodness. Hey, Daryl. Those reviews on those gummies. Sugar-free Haribo gummy bears. It's the sugar-free. Have to be sugar-free. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate that, man. They are hilarious. I left a review on a trash can the other day, and I never thought I would do that. And I did not think they would actually post it, but they did. And I come running in here to him. I said, "You got to hear my review on this trash can." Go and tell them what you see. Tell them the punchline. I'll tell you the gist of it. In my review, I said, I never thought I would leave a review on a trash can, but here I am living that trashy dream. Oh, that was hilarious. It's a good trash can, y'all. I liked it. It was a good one. Oh my goodness. It was on a good sale. You never Larry Brown on good sale. It says, Matt, how's Shapeco customer service? I just bought a Shapeco Pro XXL. Oh. What size is your table? I've got the 4XXL. Robert, I'll get to your question. Their customer service has been absolutely phenomenal. I've reached out to them once. I was having trouble with the spindle. No, twice. I was having trouble with the spindle burn up. The brushes burn up and it wouldn't work. And so they overnighted me a new spindle. And I think it was my fault. And I told them that. I said, I think I didn't know nothing about feeding speeds. I thought full blast or nothing. I mean, it's just, if medium's good, fast has got to be better. So I had the thing all the way up the whole time cutting everything, and I burned it up. And now I've had the other one for a while. I run it like it's supposed to, the recommended speed setting. And then also I was having trouble with some, I think it wound up being electrical interference, but they actually got on a Zoom call with me, a video call, and helped me troubleshoot what was going on. And we figured out that it was the Z motor was getting some type of electrical interference. We couldn't figure out if it was a bent wire or what. So they shipped me a new one of those. I haven't had any trouble since. I can't say enough about them. They've been really, really good to me. Full disclosure, they are a sponsor of the channel. So take that with whatever you need to. Robert Hale says, do you think posting bad reviews but showing your responses to resolve the issue? What's your thought on that? So I've gotten some, about me posting or somebody else? I don't know. That's okay, all it says. Okay, so this is the way I'll take it. So I've gotten some negative reviews on Etsy. I like the responses. So I get some negative reviews on Etsy over the period of however many years we've been on Etsy. And I like the fact that Etsy lets you respond to those negative reviews. But talk about why they're negative. Well, some people will order a digital plan and then complain that it's never been shipped to them. Or they order a digital plan and then leave me a review that says, I never received my table. I'm like, you didn't buy a table. You bought a plan. And one lady was in the UK and ordered a plan set for Christmas and was complaining, left a negative review saying that she didn't receive her table. It was $3.99. Dining table, and was waiting for it to be shipped to her. I'm like, yeah, that's not. It clearly says on the thing. So I like the fact that you can respond to those, and I read those too when I go to look at a product. And I see a negative review because I know that people will complain sometimes about nonsense stuff. I like the fact that they can respond and say, well, this is actually what happened. So that, and you have to be careful sometimes when you read reviews, because sometimes reviews are wrong. I think it comes down to maybe somebody doesn't understand how reviews work, like how to choose the stars.
Mm-hmm.
Because I will read a review that's a
It'd be
1
like
star
a glowing review.
that says, "This is the most amazing product ever," and it's 1 star. Love this product. Could
Yeah, I've
not
seen those
recommend
too.
more. And I'm like, they
They
didn't
had to have
know.
clicked the wrong
They
thing.
didn't know. I think they don't know.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't know how it works. So you have to read it too. You
Yeah.
can't just look at the stars. So just, take that.
Mr. Clark says, Matt and Amy, what do you all think of the Uline for mailing? I haven't ordered anything from Uline because we don't order in bulk yet.
I used to order from Uline at a place I worked at. We ordered from there a lot.
If you order in bulk, you can save some money.
Yeah, we ordered a lot from there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we would order that much for here.
Not yet.
We haven't looked at it. Somebody
Also on
posted on Facebook a place too.
a second part of his question was he's got
Upprinting.
five tables wanted by people out of state. Have we created anything? We haven't created anything because of the cost. Freight shipping is going to cost you $150 to $300 depending on the weight, and then you also have to build a crate around that to be able to ship it. So it's just not been worth it for us.
Jason Garrett says, if I see only good reviews, basically moves on. I don't care how good you are. You will not make everyone happy.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you're not going to make everyone happy. Just not possible.
Mm-mm.
Thank you, Mr. Stephen Kofed.
Greg Stewart makes a good point. Says, look at the dates when a review is posted. You can tell if the issues have been resolved. That's a good point, too. Because sometimes, like on products, you'll get a bad review on a product, and then there'll be a revision on that product, especially Amazon. There'll be a revision on that product, and then the newer products.
Bye, Hugh McMath. Says, time to hang out with his kiddos. Have a great night. He said he'll catch us on the replay tomorrow. Michael says, I have found that if you ask what would make the customer happy, most of the time it is far less than you're willing to do in the first place. The customer feels like they got what they wanted. Mm-hmm. That is true. And we're getting ready to do a build. We won't go into any of the details because we're on Facebook and stuff tonight, but we're getting ready to do a build for a very special, we'll say special customer. That's going to be a very difficult one that we're going to have a video on, right?
Yep.
And it's going to be one of those deals where, and that we're going to have to, this particular person's going to have to be the one in charge of everything on it. And you'll understand more when the video comes out. We went over it some with our members before the show tonight, but Tristan Durbridge wants to know, what was the worst review you've gotten? The one that made you cringe in your chair. I think that lady that you was going back and forth with on Etsy that made you so mad.
It was which one?
The one over the digital thing.
Yeah, it's probably that one because she just wouldn't let it go. She just kept saying that she was deserved a dining table. I think it was a dining table, or was it a dining table? If I'm not mistaken, it was a dining table. One of our digital product plans she had bought for $3.99.
It was another one though. It was the same deal. It was just a different lady.
Yeah, I had several of those.
Yeah, it was a different lady. It was not too long ago though.
I don't remember.
It was a digital plan.
We get a lot of hate messages.
She was so mad though. She was like, you had emailed it to her, and she said you didn't email it.
Yeah. So she wanted me to She didn't know how to download it on Etsy, and it can be confusing, especially if you're on mobile.
She made you so mad.
So I emailed her the plan, and then she said she didn't get it, and so she gave me another email, and I emailed her that plan to her. I mean, this is like a $3, $4 plan, but it was just on and on for like a week, like every day for a week, and she just was getting snarky and rude, and I'm like, I've bent over backwards trying to give her what she wanted. And I was like, man, I'm just whatever.
She was mean. that one, like, he had done got so mad. He was so mad. Yeah, Parketto. The dining room table for $3.99.
Shipped to the UK.
Shipped to the UK. It was a gift for her daughter.
For
Christmas, she reaches out to us. She said, I'm still waiting on our table. And we say,
thank you, George. Appreciate that, man.
We say, that was for a digital plan. And she said, oh, no, I don't want that. I want the actual table. That was a gift, a Christmas gift. And we said, Yeah, you bought a digital plan. You did not buy an actual table. There's no way that we would send you a table for $3.99 with free shipping. And she said, well, I want my table. It was a gift, and I don't have the money to buy another gift. And we said, we're very sorry, but we are not shipping you a farmhouse table for $3.99.
That's funny.
Come on, man.
Just lost a question. Where was it at?
Come on, man. Thank you so much, George. He said, great channel and has awesome videos and great live chats. 5 stars. Matt and Amy are the best. Aww.
That's a good review.
Thank you.
Now, Willard says, thanks for the last CMT blade review. I've used your promo code from Tay Tools. Finally went and designed rip blade for my tool house. Those are really good blades. I like the CMT line of blades. And I didn't know that Whiteside made saw blades. I've got a couple of those in the shop. Been using those for a couple of weeks now.
Hey.
Yo.
Do you know what time it is?
Power tip time.
Power tip time.
What's power tip?
I don't have one.
Oh, I think the power tip is, I don't think I know. The power tip is on your customer service, if you do just a little extra, it doesn't matter. Like, so with all of our physical products, we take the time to write a physical note on your receipt. And so that goes in the package. I write it or she writes it.
Our daughter.
Or our daughter every now and then. But we'll write a personal note to you, thanking you for the order, thanking you for support. It doesn't have to be a lot. And we've got some really good positive feedback on that because that's a personal connection. You took the time to order from us, and that means a lot to us. That means something to us that you spent your money on something that we're making or we're providing. And that we take it really seriously. And that's why we like to actually leave a handwritten note on your product. So just go the extra mile. Yeah, nice handwritten sentiment, as Paul Bart would say. So just a little something extra to say thank you, that we really do appreciate what you've done for us.
Okay. What were you saying?
I don't know. Power tip day.
Mr. Clark is asking me a question.
Thank you, Beck.
Tristan, the one that made me cringe is the table one. That's the one that it had me. Yeah. I was so irritated that one. Mr. Clark says, Amy, are you going to retire from school teaching at the end of this school year? I believe God needs the 2 of you full time for this business. He keeps asking me the same thing.
You know, like, what are you going to do? You know I need you.
No. Yeah, I've been trying to get everything caught up to where I can kind of work on it.
All right. Rocket B says, did she think she paid $399? No, it was no. She knew that she paid $3.99.
She knew she paid $3.99.
We discussed it back and forth. Like, yes. It was discussed.
Very clear.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there was some discussion there. Thank you, Becca. She said, if I leave a positive review, will I get to know the new secrets early? As a matter of fact, there was some kind of discussion of she was supposed to spend something about $5. There was some kind of discussion of her not spending more than $5. That's how we knew for certain, because we even discussed that. But anyway.
Hey, Mooseworks.
Becca, I've got to let you see a picture of what Mo does. Mo didn't help us design that, did she?
Well, she helped us. She sketched a rough draft.
Anyway, yeah, we'll have to show you something.
All right, so Ryan Stevens says he has a table saw. Does he buy a router or miter saw next? What's my opinion? I'd like to know your opinion, chat group. So just let us know in the chat what you think he should buy next so that he can read these. If you don't cut like really long boards for your cuts, like square cuts, miter cuts, all that, I would say get a router first, because you can use the table saw to cut your shorter boards. Now, if you're cutting 8-foot boards and breaking those down, you can still, as long as you're not making like really long board cuts. So 4, 5, 6 feet, I think you can get away with just having a table saw and a router. A router is going to open up quite a bit of stuff for you as well. A table saw is super versatile, especially if you have a crosscut sled or some type of good miter gauge to help you cut some miters. I think you do just fine.
Did you tell them what you did with your jointer earlier?
No, I was going to keep that secret. I appreciate you letting the cat out of the bag.
Oh, sorry. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened to the joiner. It did not fall off the rolling cart upside down. I'm lying. Yeah. So I need a bigger rolling cart thingy for those 2 tools. I'm actually trying to redesign a thought process on redesigning the whole thing. I went to move it, and apparently it was too close to the edge. It went all the way to the floor. boom. I thought it broke. And I was
And
like,
it was
oh,
so loud.
It ought to be. The thing's heavy. Picked it back up. Checked everything out. Seems to be okay. Probably won't be the next time I use it.
All right, really quick. Let's go ahead. Yeah. Wahooda damn. That's what Becca said.
Well, who did down?
Oh, Becca, you messed me up. Okay, let's go ahead and do these states and countries. All right. My handy dandy list here.
Go.
Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, California, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Louisiana, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Trinidad, New Zealand, Brazil, Canada.
Hey.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm almost thinking
I said
Canada should be in
Minnesota.
the same group
Okay,
as the states.
so I know I said Minnesota.
What about
Arizona, I
Montana?
did not say.
Montana, Georgia,
Montana, I said Montana.
Uzbekistan.
What? I
No.
didn't know. Hush. Leave me alone. I did not say Illinois. You just need to hush.
North Dakota.
North,
North Dakota.
New Mexico. All right, so some of these were not on there. New Brunswick.
I agree. They said you need to sing the states.
No, y'all would all unsubscribe and never come back. Like seriously, you would like run.
That'd be awesome.
Y'all would be gone. You'd be like, no, that
You didn't say Minnesota.
Minnesota. He
Mm.
always puts Minnesota. Oh, Kentucky. I didn't have that one either. I felt like I went slower reading it from the list.
Mary Man, what?
Oh, Colorado.
That would be cool. Mary Man
What?
says when we're going to get a digital map so they can see the visual of the states.
I just got the printout, y'all. Come on now. Come on. That would be cool though. If we had like something right here and as they checked in I could pop it.
Yeah,
on
that'd be
the
cool.
seat. Or if it ran across the bottom of the screen. That would be cool if it was like something that
Yeah,
scrolled
you got
across the
this.
bottom.
Hook it up. You got it.
That
job.
would be
job.
super cool.
Keen says you guys inspired me to start woodworking. Started making
That would be
charcuterie
so
boards. I ordered my first Skill table saw. What do you think about the Skill job site table saw and St. Lucia? To your list. Do you have St. Lucia on there? St. Lucia.
No, I was just reading that. I'm still stuck
Skill
on
makes
that.
good
That would
stuff.
be so
I think they make some really good products. I don't think you'll be disappointed in that starting out. At some point in the future, if your woodworking goes really well, you may want to upgrade to a bigger saw. But if that job site saw is doing what you need to, rock on with it. I think you'll do just fine with it.
We can't do a back wall map, Philip. We're fixing to have our back wall covered.
Yeah, that's why everything's different back here now. You
Mhm.
know, if you remember, the live edge sign was up there, play button sign was in this area. We took all that off the wall. We have a new light down there that's washing the wall,
Washing.
and we're gonna. I said on purpose. Yeah,
I
that's
know.
it on purpose. And then so we're gonna put some stage skins back there, so little octagon looking thingies. I said all this earlier, but in case you weren't here.
Yep. We're trying to figure it all out. It's kind of neat though that you can still kind of see the sign.
C. Carlson says I want to pull the trigger on the Carbide 3D and told my wife it's 731's fault. Go ahead, old man. Tell him.
You're gonna get
Tell
people in
Carbide it was
trouble.
my fault too.
You're gonna get people in trouble. Goodness gracious. What did RT do?
I don't know. What do you do?
Miss Cheryl said that's cool, RT. What'd he do?
Probably want you to sing.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? No. That's definitely not what he said.
Clark, it's Warsh. We're in South Arkansas. So it's got to be Warsh.
We need a 731 dictionary.
So it's like a washer, but it's Warsh without the Warsh.
4321 has been a Wumba 6 supporter for
Whoop, whoop.
14 months.
That's awesome, brother.
Building a
That's
table
awesome.
for someone, taking a little longer than I had planned, so I made a set of coasters to thank them for their patience.
That's really
That's
cool.
cool.
That's a good idea.
That is.
That's a
that
really good
is.
idea because
Mhm.
you know, you get in those situations where you're like, oh, I can do that in 4 or 5 days, whatever it is, and then it's like, something happens and this, you know, takes
Mhm.
longer than you expected because of whatever reason. Adding that extra, man, that's a really good idea. Adding those coasters because
Mhm.
the coaster goes with the table. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're talking about. That's perfect.
I put a coaster on my desk, one of the coasters Riv made.
I got this one here from our good friend Paul Mood gave us when we went to Nashville. Nashville
Yep.
police coaster.
Yep. Super cool. Wash. You're
Wash.
so silly. Idiot. That's the kind of stuff that we've got to be thinking about is, going that extra mile.
Yep.
What is and that's a good way of doing it because that's a way that shows them that you're thinking of them. You're putting it together for them.
I like that.
Becca says funny because my old coach from Maryland said wash, and we used to draw on her dirty car windows, wash me.
That's funny.
He got that from Loretta Lynn because she's different ways that she would sing and talk in the yeah. Next T-shirt, 731 definitions. Oh Lord, learning people how to talk helps keep everyone on the same page. Jonas Grumby. Oh Lord.
Gary May says, "Hey, by the pocket, old king, I can't find the Craig K5. What should I go to? I know you're not a fan of the 720." So I like the Mask M2. They are a sponsor of the channel, so that's another thing. So just keep that in mind, whatever that means to you. I do like the Mask M2. The Craig 720, the wings is what I really didn't like, and the clamping felt a little kind of jinky. But as far as the way it works, it did fine. Like it'll work fine. The Craig K5, I actually saw it on Amazon the other day for sale. Like it was from Craig for sale. I don't know if it was something that they had overstock of or just trying to get rid of. It was the same price, $100 something, $110, $119. So you might can find it on Amazon. I saw it there.
Mia was getting up. I was trying to see where she was going.
Mask M2 is my pick, though.
Mr. Clark wants to know where you can get stars for flag builds.
Etsy, you can if you're looking for wood stars. Etsy sells those. Like you can get them in various sizes. I've seen a bunch of them for sale on there.
Phoenix Threat says that he is washed in the blood of Jesus.
Amen. Splinters to Planks. Do you guys have a P.O. box they can send stuff to? We do. It's P.O. Box 731. Imagine that. P.O. Box 731, Monticello, Arkansas, 71675.
No.
Yeah. 71657?
Yes.
71657. P.O. Box 731, Monticello, Arkansas, 71657. I don't know my address. I don't send mail to me. Carrie Burns, that's right. Armor Tools also has a solid pocket hole jig. I think it also has the auto clamp thing. I haven't used theirs.
PJ Barker says Amazon has stars too. That's what I thought of first. Amazon.
Yep.
Amazon would be cheaper than Etsy on them.
Probably.
Look in the craft section on Amazon.
Just search wood stars, Amazon. You'll find.
That's where I would go to. Hobby Lobby, if you have a Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, if you want to buy them local.
Yeah, if you have one near you. I want to go to Hobby Lobby Friday. I want
to go to Home Depot Friday.
I plan on doing some research Friday on some new trends to let y'all know.
I plan on going to Home Depot.
Yeah, I know.
And doing some videos and hope not get kicked out.
Yeah, Amazon should have some different sizes. Timothy Onby says, I bought the 721st, then I decided to get the Masca.
I like the Masca M2. It's just a really solid jig. It's got a lifetime warranty. It's all metal, 99.9% of it. I mean, there's a couple of little plastic pieces in there, like the little turret thing. If you go to, Creative Tool Company has the board that mounts to that makes it like next level.
PJ says that Amazon has a lot of different sizes too, and then it jumped on me, but somebody said they got a ton of them for like $15.
There you go.
Mill Pond said got a bag of 500 stars on Amazon for $15.
A lot of flags right there.
That's a lot.
Especially if you do them 13-star Betsy flags. Make them forever.
Yeah, Becca, I plan on doing an updated marketing thing.
Hey, Gabriel.
Actually, what I want to do is start a blog on our website. Not on mine yet.
731.
But on 731's, I want to start doing a daily blog and putting that on there. So
Tristan, I've not been kicked out of a store for recording. I've never actually went in and set up a camera like this, and I think that's quite against their rules. but I can probably get away with without any issues. I've recorded B-roll, stuff like that in there. That's kind of the
People look at you kind of weird, but we live in Arkansas.
But
everybody here kind of weird anyway.
See what I can do. I don't think I'll set up a camera in there or anything like that. Although I would really like to. I have an idea for a video that I would really like to be able to set up a camera in there, but I don't know. They probably frown on it. Maybe just ask.
I've never heard of a Michael and Jones. John Williams says, "What's Hobby Lobby?" Joking, even though we don't have one, but we do have Michael and Jones.
Michael's probably, or Michael and Jones.
It says Michael and Jones. I've never heard of that.
I don't know. Where's it at?
I don't know. We don't have a Hobby Lobby near us. We have Hobby Lobby in Little Rock.
90 miles away. Daryl says, Matt, what software to use on your CNC? I use Carbide Create Pro. I think it's like $100 a year or whatever. They have a free software. Carbide Create is also free. It just doesn't have I don't use it, but it has the 3D. It doesn't have the 3D carving stuff in it. But I haven't even used the 3D carving.
Jeremy Huff, welcome to our One Before Supporter Club. Woo woo. Welcome.
Thank you, man.
Okay. Becca says she thinks that they meant Michael's and then.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah.
Joann's
It's Joann's store like Michael's.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Michael's. I think we have one in Little Rock still.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, Lincoln Street's right. 4321. Whatever you do, get a helical head, 8-inch. Don't go any smaller than an 8-inch on a jointer. You'll be disappointed. 6 inches. It'll get you by for edge jointing, but for face jointing, you're going to want at least 8 inches.
Kerry Burns. What
did he use?
I don't know. He said LOL at me. I don't know. Who knows for me?
Start
with the weekly.
So you got his attention when you said use the Cricut?
Yes, Michael. I do still want. Hold on. This is an important question.
Wait, I got this one first.
No. Are you still wanting an ornament sent to you this year to display on a Christmas tree? Yes. We're still doing a 731 family Christmas tree, which family means all of you guys. So, yes.
Yep. If you want your Christmas ornament, it would be cool to set up a tree back here. That'd be sweet.
Yes.
If it rotated so everybody could see their ornament, that would be even
so
sweeter.
Cool. They have those.
Yep. Plan. There's a plan.
I love Christmas trees. Okay. Go ahead. I don't even know what you're saying, but go ahead. Did you lose it?
Hey, Casey. Yep. I see VCG Construction doing live streams. Also, I was going to tell you another one, and I just lost it. There's another guy that does it too. I actually really like those. Toolbox does that too. I'll especially around Black Friday, I always watch them because, like, I'm vicariously living through them because we don't have a Home Depot or a Lowe's anywhere close to us. 90 miles is the closest one. It's about an hour and a half, I guess. Either way, there's one that's like 70 miles from us, but it still takes an hour and a half to get there because we're in Arkansas. So hour and a half anywhere you go.
Geographical oddity.
Hour and a half from everywhere. We really are. There's an hour and a half to Monroe, which has Home Depot, Lowe's, and all that stuff. We're an hour and a half to Little Rock, has all that stuff. And then we're an hour and a half from El Dorado, which has Home Depot and Home Depot.
Mm-hmm. We can get to Lowe's in about an hour.
If you drive fast enough. Robert Hill, how do you manage your schedule between building, social media design, etc.? Side note, love the marketing information. Not only helps with working, but also helps me help my wife. So the schedule right now, I've got one video a week. So before, I was doing 2 videos a week, and it was really hard to build anything. And so right now, it's a little better because I'm having one video edited away from here. I don't do it. I film it, and then I send it to my guy to edit. That's taking a huge load off of me because editing usually takes 3 to 4 days per video. And with that being the case, when I was doing 7 days a week, I was just making videos. Now, he's doing one, I'm doing one. Hopefully, I'm going to outsource the other one too because I would love to do that. Then I would have even more time to build. So we discussed it last night, talking about doing more builds. We want to do at least a couple a month coming up, right? And so that's what kind of the plan is, to do more build videos. I like doing the tool videos. That's why they're on the channel and people watch them. And I've gotten quite a bit of hate, really mean comments that I'll tell you guys and let you behind the curtain here. I posted a picture of some Anchor products I got in and to do reviews on throughout the next couple of months, and not just blam, here they all are. And so it's like these 5 tool videos that really perform well on the channel. And so my plan was to do videos on those, sprinkle them in, throughout the thing. A couple of people really went at me, man. I was like, it hurt, man. It hurt bad. And like, seriously, and it was bothering me. I was like, man, what am I doing wrong? Kind of thing. And so we talked about it, and I'm like, okay. So long story short, I want to do more build videos, and that's really been the goal that we've kind of trying to get to, but it just takes time to get there. Finances working out and because it costs money to have videos edited and stuff like that. So we'll be having more build videos coming up, but I do like doing the tool videos too. I like playing with cool tools. I just do. I'm sorry. I like them. And it doesn't matter if they're cheap tools or if they're expensive tools. I just like them. I had just as much fun playing with the Wind track saw as I did the Festool. It's just the truth of it. I just like it, and sometimes there's going to be expensive tools. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes it'll be cheaper tools. And I kind of come to the terms with it that it just has to find a balance there, I think. And I'm just rambling. Anyway, there it is.
He's that rambling man. Andy says, do we all have to donate for the Christmas tree? No. So here's what I want you guys to do. So those of you who may not have been on here back then, I'm gonna get a tree that's just for the 731 family, and by family I mean all of you guys. So what that means is the ornaments for it need to be ornaments that represent you. So I wish I don't have that other one in here right now. Yeah,
it's over there.
It's in there right now. But I would love to have an ornament that represents your business. So if you have a way of making one, even if it's just a sticker that you stick on a piece of wood and put a string on it, send it to us and let us.
Or if your kid makes it out of paper.
Oh, that'd be awesome too.
We love homemade ornaments.
Homemade.
We have a homemade ornament tree that our kids made when they were from the time they could start making them until they stopped. And she still has all of them. Some of them are falling apart, and we're taking special care with them. We love that, and
it's our homemade ornament.
It just makes
tree.
it special.
Yeah.
So if you have your kids or whatever make a homemade ornament for the tree, it'll go on there.
Yeah, just put your sticker, the name of your business. If you want them to take a Sharpie and write it on it, the name of your business, send it to us, and we're going to put it on the tree, and that's going to be our 731 family tree, and that's going to represent all of you guys. So we want you guys to start sending those to us. And I put our trees up in October. I know that's early. Sorry. I have a tree that stays up all year that I decorate for every holiday. So start sending those to us, and I'll start putting them together. But yeah. Papa Frida says, Miss Amy, your smile is so sweet when you get excited by an idea that Matt mentions. Christmas trees get me excited.
She loves a Christmas tree, y'all.
I love Christmas trees. Okay, sorry. All right, you can go back in. Nolan Stevenson said, Matt, all about the build videos. I always want to watch those. You could even break them up into 2 parts for bigger projects if you want to keep me interested.
So just so you know, I got... my plan is I got a bandsaw in. It's my first big bandsaw. It's still in the box. It's been here a week, and I'm itching to take it out and play with it, but I don't have anywhere to put it, like literally nowhere. The plan is first to build a miter station. I'll build that miter station, get plans for it. I want to shrink the one I have down and make some changes to it. I've kind of, you live and learn. It's kind of like my crosscut sled. I've got a new crosscut sled video coming out Sunday. And so I learned from the one I built before and kind of made changes and put that into this one. And it just tweaks the one I have. And if you've bought the previous plans for that one or the shop bundle for that one, you're going to get free plans for this one. Just reach out to me and let me know. As soon as those plans are available, boom, you're going to get them. It's because there's not a whole lot of changes, but I made it safer. So that's kind of the deal with the miter station is I want to tweak it with some things I want to do and kind of shrink it down so that I have room in the garage. I want to kind of start making stuff a little smaller. I've kind of made stuff too big.
Mackenzie Lumber Mill said there'll be a Canadian beaver on the way, eh?
Hey, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Mr. Clark says he's thought of building a Christian faith-based woodworks channel with business links on a map to show people who are doing this across the USA and Canada. Any thoughts?
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Let's see. Michael Phil says that's part of the journey. Not everything will work with you all the time.
That's right.
The true blue 731s are here week in, week out.
We appreciate it too.
That's the truth.
it.
You know, you're always going to have the ones that that don't like the builds, or they're the ones that don't like the motivationals, or they're the ones that,
I mean, it's
you know,
not every, like, it's just like any other channel. I'll watch certain videos from certain creators, but I don't like every single video. And it's the same as what we put out. It's fine. It's fine. When people start being mean, I'm like, there's really no reason for, like, I guess I don't have that mentality. I don't understand why people are
so
mean.
If you know anything about me at all, you know that Golden Girls is like life for me.
Thank you for being
life. Okay, Golden Girls is life for me. I know every line to every episode by heart, I promise you. And there are 2 episodes of Golden Girls that I don't like, that I will skip.
Yep.
2 episodes. So, and take that from somebody who loves everything about that whole entire
show.
Yes. Okay. So you're not always going to please everybody. I know, you know, but but you're right. The ones who are true and true, they're true and true. Yep.
It happens.
Yep. It's okay though. Realism 91 says sometimes the haters don't mean to be negative. They're just too open.
I
and
agree.
I
think sometimes
that's the case.
I think sometimes they're just sharing their opinion, and I do appreciate feedback. I like feedback, but some people are like, there's a lot of comments that never make public because they're bad. And
some
so
people just want to be mean, but I also think sometimes that some people
and you're also reading
need to get something off. I think some people do it because for some reason they need to, and they need to vent in some way, and that's their way of venting. And if that's what they need to do, then that's okay too.
And here, some people will comment, and I'm reading the text, and you don't get that. What do you call that stuff? The nuances of how they're saying things.
Yeah.
So you're reading the text, and you're like, "That's mean," you know. And so I kind of be like, "I appreciate your feedback. You know, here's why we do what we do." And then they'll comment back and say,
Carrie Burns,
"That's not what I meant. What I meant was." Kind of spell it out. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a lot of times it's a little communication thing, but I try to respond to people who give me feedback and let me know, hey, this is not the content I want to see, because ultimately I want to make content that people want to see and people want to consume on a larger scale. And there's some videos I know they're not going to be consumed that way. My motivational style videos, that's just me wanting to put that content out to let you know that I think you're awesome and you can do this stuff. And I want to put those videos out, even though historically I know on the channel those videos aren't performing above and beyond. I get more emails, texts, calls, messages on social media from those videos than I do any other videos. And those impact people on a deeper scale than just building something or talking about a tool.
Well,
and that's the main purpose of the channel, is to impact people. That's why we do what we do.
Keith Edister on Facebook says, I like the build videos the best.
Right.
That's him.
I love building.
Yeah. And then you've got others that like that. Brad Cooper wants to know, well, it says Brad/Catherine Cooper, so I don't know if it's Brad or Catherine, but question, I want to buy a mallet template from you and was wondering if you would autograph the template for me.
Of course.
Great customer service. Haha.
So, of course. Just email me.
Yeah, just email us whenever you go through the checkout, put a note in there, and let us know who you want him to make it out to, and he'll do that for you.
Show wheel.
All right. Well.
Hey, you still got a minute. You're trying to kick everybody off early.
No, I'm not. I was just saying, well. Medium well. Jeez. We are around each other a lot, aren't we?
Yep. Anthony Young says, I want a Dowmax. Is it worth the $250 price tag? It is a very premium product. It is really accurate, really easy to use. I love that thing. Now, whether it's worth it to you is really a personal question. I mean, it's hard for me to answer that. I think it's excellent. I think it's an excellent tool for what you're getting because it's so easy to use and you can tell it's well built. I think it's worth $250. Would I sell it cheaper if it was mine? Absolutely not, because it's really good. But whether it's worth it to you, how much are you dialing? Like if you're dialing a bunch or dialing quite a few things, you'll appreciate the quality of that tool.
Okay, so a couple things before we go. Michael says one last thing: don't stop the motivational videos. God puts those on your heart because there's someone out there, me included, that needs that to keep us going.
That's when they get posted too. Is I'll start talking to her. I'm like, I feel like I'm being led to make this video, and I'll just whatever the topic is, it's because it's been put on my heart, and that's when I go make it. It's not like we plan those 6 months in advance. That's just not how it works. It's just when it's there, it's there.
Timothy Ownby says he enjoys all your videos.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
Papa's Frida says that's investing in people.
I like Papa's Frida.
Mill Pond says, great topic tonight. Thank you, Matt and Amy, for taking the time to talk with us. Have a great night, everyone. And then Nolan Stevenson says, it's hard to convey context via text unless it's all caps. And then it's easy to convey
right.
it. But, you know. Let's see. Becca says she needs a cheaper version of the Dowmax.
It would be nice if they had a lower cost option.
Yeah.
Rockler. Check out Rockler. They make a dowel jig that's less expensive.
And then, let's see.
Moose
hey,
out.
T is on here
I
tonight.
saw that.
I'm just now seeing that. It says, hey, Mrs. and Mr. Outlaw. She put me first. See that? Good job, T. Hey, T, I ordered me some Nikes.
Yeah.
Okay, the rest of y'all may think we're nuts and you're not going to know what we're talking about, but T was helping me pick out some Nikes.
Anthony Young says he's got to convince his wife. You know what? Just tell her, you know, you have to have it. She says you need it.
What?
The Dowmax.
Oh.
Say, I need that.
T's one of my kiddos, and she was helping me pick out some shoes the other day. So, yeah. I love my students, y'all. Which is why I'm there, y'all. Mr. Clark, that's why I'm there. Because I got kids like T who's on here tonight. She's the kids that, she's the kind of kid that keeps me there.
Gary May says, hey, brother, found the Craig K5. Do you still recommend the Mask M2? They're both great. You're not going to go wrong with either one of those. Neither one of them. I still got my Craig K5 in the shop. And so that tells you anything. It's been around for a long time. Started with the Craig R3, then quickly bought the Craig K5 when I realized I needed to make pocket holes faster. You can buy either one of those. You're not going to matter. I mean, you'll love either one of those. So whichever one you like. If you like blue, get the Craig. If you like the dark gray, get the Mask. It's kind of flip a coin. All right.
All righty. Good night, y'all.
Thank y'all for joining us, man.
Thank you.